Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. I don't know. Can you guys tell me if you're seeing me? Because usually on my phone, it says, Tony Ocean, you are live, and it has not popped up on my phone yet.
Yeah, you're on.
Okay, so welcome, everybody, for being Ocean's Pit today. It's Monday, July 18th, and I hope you guys had a great weekend, and thank you for tuning in, and hopefully we can start off the weekday, with a little fun and excitement, and that's what it's about, guys. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm jumping right into the pool when this is over with, and I hope you guys are doing something that you're enjoying. Golfing, camping, jogging, hanging in the park, going into your own pool, doing whatever you do, because you got 2 beautiful days coming up. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609. Let's get to some... If we can, let's get to our great sponsors, of course, McCampbell Law Group. Roy McCampbell, attorney at law, statewide law practice that is client-focused and results-driven. If you call my friend Roy at 708-275-4264, he will take care of any of your attorney needs. Roy McCampbell. Let's not forget our good buddies from Deutsch Power Center. That's Deutsch Power Center for the Great Lakes, reservicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. Call our friends at Deutsch. They're right from Elgin, Illinois. That's 224-276-6550. My wife's company, don't forget Laura Ocean Solutions, increasing profits while reducing credit card fees. If you have a company that runs with credit cards, ladies and gentlemen, and you're looking to save a little money, maybe save yourself from those hidden fees that you've been paying all this time without realizing it. Look at my wife's page, Laura Ocean's Solutions. She can save you lots of money, folks. That's right. It's Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. How about my good buddy from Airtight Windows, siding specialist, family owned for 30 years for honesty and quality. Do it right with Airtight out of Berwyn, Illinois. Call my good friend Lou at 708-788-5000. And Airtight wants you. That's right, folks. They're looking for help wanted. Like most of these companies and restaurants and places, they're looking for help. So is Airtight. They're looking for a full-time experienced salesperson, experienced installer, even a part-time experienced measure person. If you're interested in working with this great company, call my buddy Lou at 708-652-5000. That's Airtight Windows. And congratulations to our cousin Rhonda, who starts work for Lou tomorrow. So wish you a lot of luck with that, folks. Let's not forget Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. Get those hand-rolled cigars sent right to your home. Call Javier at 727-366-7536. You can see the show on the Tony Ocean Facebook page, just like you're watching it now. You can look at the bottom of the screen and find us on Twitter. How about finding us on YouTube? And please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done already. And folks, I'm asking you people that are watching right now to start off the week to push that button and share. Share the show. Let your friends know about Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. It's going to be a good time. You're going to have some fun. We're going to laugh. You're going to laugh at me. And we're going to have a good time. Because, you know, stuff that comes out of my mouth sometimes I don't get it right. But I try to get it from the heart. And that's all that matters. And let's not forget Trico Hair Experts. I'm going to go see Carmela and Anthony on Wednesday, recreating great hair days out of Rosemont, Illinois. Give a call at 773-999-788. Tell them Tony O sent you. Let's say hello to some people who are watching the show today. Let's see. Boy, it looks like everybody's popping in on Monday. Albert, it was great seeing my buddy Albert at the Speakeasy yesterday. Erika, how you doing, my friend? Erica, how you doing? Tony, Toto, Anthony Hunt. What's up, my good buddy? David, Kathy Eppolito. Happy birthday, Kathy, to your father up in heaven. Mary, hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's very sad about our good friend, of course, the great Cliff Johnson, who's passed away. We will talk about that on our show. couple other things. We want to say Pat Lanzini. I made the cover. Yes, I did. Thank you, Pat, from Highwood, Illinois. Let's see, my good friend Tina. So, St. Angelo Wetzel. Tina's going to be on. We're having guests back, folks. That's right. Guests are coming back on the show starting next Monday, which I think would be the 25th, if I'm correct. And we're going to have Tina St. Angelo Wetzel on. She stars in a off-Broadway production called The Sound of Music in Naperville. They've opened last weekend with standing ovations. We're going to have Tina on the show on Monday, next Monday. Tell us about how she got into that, plays, and all that good stuff. I'm excited for that. So, Tina, again, Ray Nardi, how you doing, my good friend? Thank you, Ray. I hope you're doing well, my buddy, and hope you had a great weekend. Jerry Jams Renda, great job yesterday at the Speakeasy, buddy, over the top. Kathy Cundiff, happy birthday to my long time friend, Kathy. I hope you are doing well, my dear. Robert, the General, Provenzano, my friend. Kathy, how you doing? Everybody, Pina, everybody, it's a great day. Let's talk. First of all, I need to say thank you to everybody that came out to Chicago Prime Steakhouse on Friday. Dick Sayed and the crew. What a crowd it was on Friday. Great seeing Michelle and Carlo, Joseph, and Mikey Cigar, and the Mandelli family. Ryan O'Ryan did an incredible job. It was a lot of fun Friday. Now, Saturday, we had a hell of a day. We had a long day, but a hell of a day. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I started the show in the afternoon on Saturday, July 16th, for my good buddy, Joe Cantafio. Now, Joe, a great entertainer. We had him on the show, of course, with Jade 50s for many, many years, and the Giant Killers, and did a lot of work for the USO. And he did a benefit for a company called Rubicon. And the Rubicon has been around for years. I have my shirt, Rockin' Relief, for Team Rubicon. Of course, they help the vets, the Army, all the military, all the firefighters and police. And they're a disaster organization that goes and takes care of things when things go wrong. They come up with foundations and donate money, and it's for a good cause. So Joe gave us a call about a month back ago and said, hey, man, would you like to be part of it? And I said, let me see what I can do with my schedule, because I'm supposed to be in Lake Geneva that day. So it worked out great. I did the show from 1 to 1:45 with my good buddy Daryl Armenstad, and Daryl always incredible job, Daryl. It was a place called Rosie O'Hare's in East Dundee. We were outside. Thanks, Dave Antonelli, for driving us this weekend, this Saturday. So it was a great turnout, and it was great to see the Rick and Bruce Gordon, of course, from the Cave Dwellers were there. It was great. Jimmy Sands and Kathy, of course, from Shadows of the Night. Richie and the boys from Seventh Heaven. And seeing all the other great seeing Joe Dex, of course, Joe Dex from the Cave Dwellers. It was a great event, and I didn't know I was going to get a plaque. I mean, I got a beautiful T-shirt. Thank you, Joe, for that. And then the Team Rubicon people came out and presented me with this plaque. Another honor that I'm just singing, folks. I'm just singing. And when there's charities and stuff, I always need to give back. I believe you should always give back no matter what. I've been fortunate. I love giving back. But to get this plaque from Team Rubicon, Tony, it said, a benefit for Team Rubicon, Rockin' Relief, Tony Ocean, for your sacrifice and dedication to mankind for this worthy benefit to serve those victims of disasters and human crisis on the day of July 16th, 2022. So thank you so much, Joe Cantafio and Team Rubicon, it was just an event. I'm going to put it somewhere on the wall so we can make sure that we see it. And Joe, thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it. And thank you for all the other bands that donated their time for a good cause. Rubicon, fantastic organization and amazing people. You're absolutely right, Joe Dex. So it was great. And then Saturday evening, folks, we drove up to Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. We stayed in Fontana. We stopped to see our friend over there at Holy Cannoli. Lisa at Holy Cannoli had a cocktail over there. But we did a party for my good friend Lucia and Mario Gullo in Fontana. And what a great event it was. Outside, giant pool, great food, great friends, alcohol, desserts. It was just fantastic. Great seeing my friend Franny and Dominic Longo, Dino Sisto from Zaza's in St. Charles. Great seeing cousin Tommy and Sonny. It was great being around great people. Skippy Saviano, Elmwood Park Mayor, was there. It was great seeing Steve Lombardo from Gibson's. It was great seeing former Senator State Jimmy DeLeo. It was great seeing Joey Palumbo and some old friends that I have not seen. Marianne Gulo and everybody there. It was a great event. Thank you, Rhino Ryan, and Little Anthony did a great job on the lights, and Rhino was outstanding as usual. He pulled out no stops, man. He bought the fog and he bought everything out, and people were dancing and smoking cigars and drinking and having a great time. So that was Saturday. And then Sunday, we did the Club Arcada Speakeasy in St. Charles. I want to thank Fran and Lori for showing up. Even Rick from the Cave Dwellers made an appearance. Jerry Jams was on fire. It was a great cause, great fun. Birthday for Sinatra Sunday. So what a great week it was. And this week's going to be just as good, folks. This Wednesday will be at the Schiller Park Concert in the Park. It's going to be with Danny Ramundi, Tony Toto, and Jerry Jams Renda. That's this Wednesday, the 20th of July. Thursday, the 21st, we're back to one of my favorite supper clubs, JC Pub in McCook. We'll be there this Thursday with Rhino Ryan. Friday, I got two shows. A quick early one at beautiful Friendship Village in Schaumburg with Jerry Jams. And then 8 o'clock, 8:15, we'll end up at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Rhino Ryan in Schaumburg. Saturday, we have a special private affair. No, we're not a private affair. We are at the Speakeasy in St. Charles. The main event band, Tony Toto, Danny Ramundi, Rhino Ryan, and Mike Restivo from Mistaken Identity and Mojo's Jukebox is going to be this Saturday, 8 o'clock at the Speakeasy. Another private party on Sunday. So it's a busy week, folks. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you, Erica. Look, yeah, JC's is fun. Packy's in the house. Hope to see Angelo on Thursday at JC Pub. You get things at the Team Rubicon because you're a guy, and who cares, brother? Well, thank you, Tony. I do care, and I think everybody should give when they can, whatever you can. It doesn't have to be hundreds and thousands of dollars. Every little bit helps donation-wise and for volunteering-wise. And we just went up there and sang a couple songs to try to make people happy, and that's what we use. Dick saying thank you again for Friday, my good friend, and happy anniversary again to you guys. And I'm sure you enjoyed your Disney cruise. A lot of fun, folks. It was a great event. It was a great weekend. Taylor Street Fest will happen, folks. August 11th to the 14th. We'll be there, the main event band. That's Friday, August 12th, 8 o'clock, 8:30 start. And it's going to be great. It's going to be me, Tony Toto, Danny Ramundi, Rhino Ryan, Regina Karma. Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. That's August 12th. And then August 14th, folks, a big affair, a benefit for ALS and Steve Mongo McMichael, former Chicago Bears, of course, Super Bowl champ, 85. And, of course, Steve Mongo McMichael, if you've seen him with ALS, not looking good at all. It was a picture of him with Dan Hampton and Jim McMahon, and it's just sad to see people with this horrible disease that they can't come up with a cure for this as quickly as they can come up with a cure or a shot for COVID-19, which never was a cure, never was a vaccine. Anyway, concentrate on solving cancer and ALS and dementia and Alzheimer's. This is what needs to be stopped as well and cured. They've probably got cures for this stuff, but if they did, everybody would be cured and we'd be overpopulated. It's sad. But it's going to be, yes, Anthony, he looks horrible. They say his spirits are high. We're going to be doing the show August 14th at Bourbon Street in Marionette Park. It's going to be for ALS by Big Buddy, Big Mike, and Big Production. It's going to be a lot of fun, food. A lot of celebrity guests will be there, folks. The Chicago Six will be performing, of course. Dan Hampton, Otis Wilson, former Chicago Bears. A lot of people will be there. We'll be there with Ocean's Rat Pack. That's going to be Bill Saratella, Elliot Winbush, and yours truly, Jerry Jams. That's the 14th. And Mike's going to be on in a week or so to talk about the benefit for ALS and Steve Mongo McMichael. So, Kathy Delaney, how you doing, my friend? Great talking to you today. All right, so that's good stuff, folks. I want to make another quick announcement if I can. August 7th, Oceans Rat Pack will be at the Taste of Elmwood Park. And then also September 2nd, Oceans Rat Pack will be at the Taste of Melrose Park. A couple things. We need you guys, all Italians, listen if you're interested. July 23rd, Italian Unity Day. Arrigo Park, if I'm pronouncing that right, on Loomis. I'm telling my Italian friends that maybe you shouldn't go to this event. I have a lot of Italian friends, and I respect them all. And you can do whatever you want to do. But I also respect loyalty and friendship. And my loyalty and friendship is to my friend Ron Onesti. And I'm just going to leave it at that. And if you know the story, whatever it is, Ron is always trying to do everything he can for the Italian community and does an incredible job. And there's one man and his team and his brother Richie and his team that works for Onesti. They put this together. They do so many great things, not only for the Italian community, but for all the communities in the Chicagoland area. I support Ron Onesti, and if he's not going to be there, I'm not supporting it either. And we're going to leave that alone. All right. So I knew when we celebrated our 30th anniversary and at the Displays Theater in May, and almost 700 people showed up. And I'm still butterflies over it. And I knew when they told me, my publicist told me, Bernie DeMeo and Ron Onesti told me that we got the front cover of the Frenoi magazine. Frenoi is a big Italian national magazine, probably one of the biggest. And when they called me and told me about the event, Paul, the editor, of course, thank you, Paul, and Dave Witter, the man who wrote the article, asked me how many copies I want. And Friday, I got 5 copies in the mail, and I was very fortunate to make the front cover of the Frenoi magazine. Embrace your inner and Italian, doing it his way. And this great story about they put everything they could into a little story. And again, I am so proud and honored and humbled. And you can pick them up in mostly any Italian restaurant and any Italian delis, or subscribe to Frenoi magazine. But again, thank you, Ron Onesti. Thank you, Bernie DeMeo. Thank you, Paul, the editor, and thank you, Dave Witter, the writer of the story. Thank you so much. And great cover. Not the best picture, but I'm not a good smiler, folks. I can't smile. But I want to thank you all for having us on. And, it's very heartwarming. I'm going to put this up on a spot on the wall, too. But thank you. Very, very good. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony Hunt. A longtime friend, Tony, and a great musician in the Chicagoland area. Tree Shakers. Hope you guys come back. Joe Dex from the Cave Dwellers, thank you for watching. Danny Ramondi, Tony Toto, thank you guys. Look forward to seeing you Wednesday and Saturday this week, working with my 2 buddies. All right, let's get down to some information, folks. The latest polls: Chicago, Illinois, Governor Pritzker versus Bailey on the Republican side. Now, the question that we're asking everybody here: does Bailey have a better shot now in becoming the new governor of Illinois with the 9.1 inflation happening around Pritzker? I know where my vote's going, and we all know my vote's going to Bailey, but we'll see. Thank you, Anthony. We'll get those tree shakers going. Are you happy with our governor, folks? Are you looking for a change? I think there needs to be a change in the city of Chicago, in the state of Illinois. Well, Carol, there you go. Now, there's something that we can't stop when people buy the election or cheat in the election. We don't need to mention who stole the presidency. But what I'm trying to say is, look, maybe it's just time for a change, I think. And that's all. That's just me. But with a 9.1 inflation, I don't know. And it could be something shady on both sides. Noreen, I hope you're doing well, my dear friend. Dennis, I hope you're doing well. It could be shady, but our governor's, who knows what he's got up his sleeve, you know. I don't think that guy's ever worked a day in his life, the governor, right? The money came from the family. So I don't know what the work ethic is like. What's it like when you're handed millions, when you're handed this? It's big difference when you bust your ass and try to get to that top, or try to be successful at your job, or try to be a successful human being, or try to be a successful parent, or that's hard work when you're doing it on your own and trying every day. Now, when someone hands you the golden goose, I noticed through my travels in life, folks, I've met millions of people, folks. 8,000 shows alone, more now than 8,000 now since it was. But what I'm trying to say is, yes, Pritzker does own the Hyatt hotel chains, but it's not even the family. It's the family even got rid of them. So I don't know. Boy, that's Trump. Yes, sir. There you go. That is ego, money. I'm seeing. I wish the Young family man was running. Must be nice. We'll never know how which side lives. Yeah, Carol, you're right. So that's what I'm trying to say. But all the people I've met through my years, not only as a musician, but just friends in general, and I've been very blessed to meet incredible people. Incredible people. And I met some jerks like we all have. And some people can say I'm a jerk because at times I probably was. But I notice, ladies and gentlemen, in times that when someone works hard for his money and becomes a millionaire, those people that I know are the nicest people, and you would never know they're millionaires. Now, the people that mommy and granddad and someone else gives you the money, I see some of those people are real. They just got that attitude. I feel like we should do what Richard Pryor did in the old movie classic Brewster's Millions and vote for none of the above. Ron, remember that? The shirt, Ron? Yeah, that was a great movie. John Candy? No. Brewster's Millions was just, whatever. Richard Pryor did an incredible job. Absolutely. Nah, there you go. So I'm trying to say is that if people that make their money and work hard for their money, I see those people and you never know they're rich. They're sweet. They're nice to themselves. But when people gave the money or inherited the money, I see some of those generation, maybe not the older generation, but some of the newer generation. That's just my opinion. It might not mean, doesn't mean shit. That's just me. We just like the presidential election. We screwed either way. Yeah, we won't even get started there. But thank you for that. That was comments. All right, let's get rid of that. Let's see. How about this, folks? Now you hear so much about losing luggage and traveling. Now I did mention it on the show, but some people like Michael Sansone that was on, he said he traveled 36 times in the last 30 months, many months, and didn't lose any luggage. But you're hearing that people are getting stranded, and you're hearing that the luggage is being lost. Now, how about this poor company, this poor family coming out of Air Canada? They lost their luggage, but what contained in the luggage, which was something very important. Now, a lot of times you can replace certain things if you lose it. But what they can't replace, they lost their parents' ashes. Their parents' ashes were in their bags. Now, I don't know, maybe the parents' ashes, if it was me, I would have kept it on my carry-on. Could you bring ashes to a carry-on? I don't know. But if I could, I would have kept my parents, or whatever ashes I had in my carry-on instead of putting it on with the regular luggage. What should Pelosi's husband stock? Nothing happens to him. Emo, we won't even get into that. How many DUIs he got? And he's still driving. Yeah, so they lost their ashes. So I don't know if there's anybody who knows the answer. Can you bring ashes on your carry-on bag? Will they let that through security? I don't know. And you get a charge for extra seat. And you get charged for an extra seat, which now, yeah, good point, Anthony Hunt. Absolutely. So I don't know. So I feel bad that these people from Air Canada lost the ashes to their parents. But maybe, is it possible? And I don't know. Maybe someone can give me the answer. Jerry Jams, maybe he can Google it. Somebody can tell me, are you allowed to bring ashes on your carry-on bag instead of putting it in your luggage where they can lose it, and then those are gone forever. You can't bring that back. It had to be on the care on Good Question. Yes. All right, what else we got? I'm also proud coming up 60 days from now, or September 18th, again, we're part of the St. Jude's benefit happening in Melrose Park. The great Carl and Paula Doty put this thing together every year in Melrose Park, and I'm proud to be part of that event every year. Jerry Jams, a lot of Jersey girls. I mean, everybody's always there, and we always give our time. But he's another guy when Carl Doty calls. If you need something, we'll be there. Another great guy, but we'll give you more information on that closer to the date for St. Jude's. How about this, folks? George Jetson. Remember the cartoon, The Jetsons? Meet George Jetson. Anyway, do you know, folks, at the time, supposedly, of the cartoon, he's supposed to be a 40-year-old man. A 40-year-old man, and the year was supposed to be 2062. So, if that's the case, George Jetson was born this year. There you go. Some more useless information, ladies and gentlemen. George Jetson, 40 years old, supposedly on the cartoon, and he was in the year 2062. That means he was born this year, 2022. George Jetson, his boy, Elroy, Jane, his wife, dun, 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 dun. Anyway, yeah. All right, Ocean's Pit Litter Show. Leave the ashes on the mantle like the Falkers. Just lock up the cat. Not sure we're traveling with them. There you go, Gil. How you doing, buddy? I hope your gigs have been successful and everything's been going good. Gigi, hope you're doing well. Cremated remains carry-on bags. Yes, special instructions, check bags. So Jerry Jams did the research. Thank you, Jerry Jams. If you have ashes, you could keep them in your carry-on bag. This way, if the airport loses it, you don't lose the ashes of your mom and dad or your grandparents or your dog or your pet or your best friend or somebody. Put it in the carry-on bag. Thank you, Jerry. I never knew you could do that, but now we know. Yes, from Tea Leave. Yeah, there you go. All right, what do we got here, folks? More stuff here. Now, chiropractors. Everybody goes to them. Some love them. Some hate them. My wife goes. She needs to go more because her doctor's always giving her shit that she doesn't go enough. But I think it's a good thing. But it depends what kind of chiropractor you have. Hopefully, when you decide to do a chiropractor, you should definitely make sure he's licensed. Make sure that they're reliable and respectable company. Because remember, folks, they are working on your body, and any slight and you're done. Here's a lady, according to People magazine, a Georgia college graduate is paralyzed after her visit to the chiropractor. Now, we don't know if it was her chiropractor, so it had to be the chiropractor she probably went to all the time. We don't know the whole story about that, but it did make the news. You never know, man. One wrong move a certain way touched the wrong thing, and this woman, unfortunately, now is paralyzed. Dennis, they aren't all the same. There you go. Absolutely. Per TCS, yes, you can carry the ashes on your carry-on. Thank you, Pina and Jerry Jams, for verifying that you could bring ashes. So watch out with the chiropractors. I'm sure they're out there trying to do the right thing, but just make sure you got the right one that's for you, because they're all different. They have different technologies and different ways of doing things, and you want to make sure it's right for you and your body, folks. How about this? A customer found a full chicken head. How many love chicken McNuggets? McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken. This customer was happy, got home with his chicken nuggets, sit down, ready to eat it, and there was a full mini chicken head. He took the skin part off, and you see the eyes and the beak. What a shock that was. I'll never eat chicken nuggets again. Never eat chicken nuggets again. Crazy. Yes, great job with Jerry Jams on Friday at Chicago Prime. Dr. Jack Martin, St. Giles, best chiropractor. All right, Boyd. Well, there you go. If you are in the St. Charles area, our good friend Boyd Fletcher says go to see Dr. Jack Martin. Well, thank you for the tip there. Chiropractors, quick snap of the neck. It's a good feeling if you got that net. They get the right one. But, oh, imagine that whole chicken. Ugh, horrible. Folks, what can I say? I swear like a sailor, but I say please and I say thank you like a saint. I'm very complicated. Yes, I am. I can't help it. Swearing, I can't help it. It happens. I don't know. You guys swear? I do all the time. Chiropractors, quick snap on neck. Only $1 more for nuggets. Yeah, there you go. What does that tell you, Peter, if you're only paying $1 for nuggets? Yeah, Dick wanted an Armenian song. We still haven't gave him one yet. Make sure their sign says, well, never rub you the wrong way. Tony Bisek, another great drummer in the Chicagoland area. Tony, you and Ron come up with some good ones, boy, I tell you. Make sure their sign says, we'll never rub you the wrong way. Yeah, I love that. Hey, for you Chicago Blackhawks fans, Duncan Keith retires after 7 years in the NFL. Duncan Keith leaves the Chicago Blackhawks, retires, and that team is in trouble, and they have been in trouble for a long time. All right, folks, let's see. Now, folks, according to People Magazine, Department of Transportation is seeking certain airlines to change the policies that parents and their kids should sit next to each other. This is supposed to start as of July 8th, it started. Kids should be able to sit next to their mom and dad. That is horrible that your child have to sit on one seat and you get to sit 3 or 4 rows back if they can't put you guys together. It should be a law. I'm glad they're changing it. Put your families together if you're flying. Prove that they're real family and make sure you're in a section together. They should do that. And definitely a kid should not fly on his own seat. I'm not talking about, a 20-year-old. I'm talking about a kid, under the age of maybe, let's say 16. Even a 16. Put them next to your mom and dad or your grandpa. Whoever's flying with you, if you're flying with a family, put them next to each other. And now certain airlines are starting to do that. Then they should pay for seats next to each other. Christine, I agree. They should pay seats for next to each other, but at least put them together. I agree. Good idea. Yvette, good afternoon. Make sure that, yeah, they should. Absolutely. We lost a great Chicago Bear, Bob Pargan. And of course, it was before my time, I think, but he passed away, NFL Chicago Bear. Okay, folks, get this. Now, we talk about a lot of crazy shit on this show, but we talk more about stupid people in this world. Remember, people said this world, amen, they should always be the case. Some airlines allow you to choose your seats when purchasing, but some do not. Ron, you're absolutely right. So I think they should be able to do that. And according to what the Department of Transportation is trying to change that. And some airlines, they did change it as of July 8th. So we'll see if that ever happens to anybody. You can come back and let me know if that happened to you. Okay. Like I said, people said it's a crazy world, it's a fucked up world. It's not the world that's fucked up. It's certain people in this world. Now, here you go, folks. Look at this degenerate. And this is something, the word dad. Dad is a very powerful word. Father is a very powerful word. Powerful word, sorry. It's not easy to be a father. It's not easy to be a dad. It's not easy to be a stepdad. It's a tough job. But this circumstances, according to the New York Post, the dad took his kid to school. Kid's in school. Dad's at home. Him and his wife get in some talk. So the dad finds out during the day that the son that he's been bringing to school and thinking that it was his son was not his child. The father found out that it was not his child. So what did this idiot do? Left him at school. Never went to pick up the kid. When he found out the kid was not his, this piece of shit bastard ran. Because he found out he was not the father. Denise, happy birthday. There you go. Denise, MK Yonkers celebrates her birthday today. Happy birthday. Christine, I worked American Airlines for 13 years and people want everything free, but it's very hard to move people that pay extra for their seats. Christine, I understand that. I'm just saying that when you make, from now on, I'm not talking about before, I'm talking moving forward now, according to Department of Transportation, they're making certain airlines I'm traveling with my son or my kid, you should try putting somewhere where they can sit together. Any male person can be a father. Not everyone could be a dad. Ronnie, I totally agree with you, my friend. But the right thing to do there, folks, it's not the kid's fault. Don't leave him in school. The poor kid ran outside waiting for his dad. This fucking idiot decides not to show up because he finds out the kid's not his. What degenerate is that? It's not the kid's fault. Pick up the kid, bring him home, find out what's going on. Just don't abandon the kid. This is a New York Post. Just a stupid asshole. Not meant to be a father. Not meant to be a human being. That's for sure. Ocean Spit, let us show about big things, folks. What do we got here, folks? Oh, boy. Hey, hear about this, folks? New York Times. Now, you know, when people write songs, and usually when entertainers, musicians write, write it down on pieces of paper, the original lyrics. I think that the original lyrics, I think for Let It Be, one of the Beatles songs, I guess sold for millions of dollars. The original handwritten lyrics before it actually, got recorded and everything. But here's one, folks. Someone was stolen the handwritten lyrics to the song Hotel California by the Eagles. Some people might like it. Some people don't. It's okay. I'm not that crazy at work. But anyway, he tried to sell it live on auction. $1 million. They're stolen. They're stolen. Trying to sell it. So obviously, maybe the seller didn't know that they were stolen when he sold it online. But there you go. CNN ratings, the lowest weekday key audience in 22 years. I love mentioning this every couple of weeks. That's it, folks. And you know why the ratings are down? Because they're wasting so much time on January 6th. CNN is wasting all their time talking about January 6th and what Trump supposedly did. January 6th. I'm sure he was on the phone calling everybody, charge. Oh, CNN, please give it up. CNN, the only station that has more employees than viewers. Boring. Thank you, Yolanda. I hope you're doing well. There's a special breed of stupid out there in this world. Yes, there is. Tony Bisek, I love that word. A heartless bastard. Isn't that horrible, that poor kid? Where's daddy at? At least get him home where he's safe. I want to thank my good friend Anthony Melchiotti, Tony Vincent. I was in a band when I first started, before Tyranny, before Broken Heart, before 1313, before Big Bang Rodeo, before Tony Ocean. I started with my buddy Anthony Melchiotti and even Anthony Hunt, too. We all started at one time, me, Anthony, Lizzie, and then with Anthony Melchiotti. But, he sent me for my 30th anniversary. Not only did he play with the Dream Police on bass, but he hired a professional photographer and took pictures. And he sent me, I haven't got to see the pictures yet, but he sent me like 4 or 5 of those things, whatever. But he sent me a nice card. And Tony Melchiotti, thank you, brother. And thank you for the pictures. I do appreciate that very much. Okay, folks, the fuel prices were so high that when I love this. Sent in by my good pal and fellow drummer, Tony Toto. The fuel prices were so high that I went to the nearest car dealership and I test drove 3 different cars to run my daily errands. Good one, double T, Tony Toto. Now, I did notice that gas is going down a little bit. But folks, remember, this is part of the plan. Part of the plan is to raise it up to $7 or $6 and $10. And then when they drop it down to 4 or something, oh, look what they're doing. They're saving us money. They're dropping the gas. It's all part of a ploy. It's part of the plan to make them look good right before midterm elections in November. I thought I was always busy. You're like lightning, never in the same place twice. Let's try to get together. Dennis Finn from Finn's. Yeah, you got it, buddy. Dennis Finn from Needs Organization. There's a guy that just kudos to my buddy Dennis. And he runs a company called Needs. And it's exactly what it sounds like, Needs. You need a bike. You need something. Dennis and his crew will find something for people who can't afford certain items. And it doesn't cost the person a dime. Check out the Needs Foundation and friend my good buddy Dennis Finn. And we got to get me and Dennis out to do something together. Yeah, bullshit, Pina. How you doing, honey? I hope you're doing well. Okay. Cubs being sued for discrimination against fans with wheelchairs. All right, the Chicago Cubs. All that money. Still never a winning team. And now they're trying to discriminate people with wheelchairs. You know, folks, that's heartless too. That's horrible. There are people who enjoy baseball. There are people like going places. You need the wheelchairs. You need the parking, the handicap parking. You need certain stuff like that. Now, the Cubs are getting sued, which must mean it must be happening more than just one occasion. I don't feel any remorse for the Cubs. Sorry. But Lightfoot and her cronies approve the renovations. Blames falls on them. Yes, of course. Old Paddlefoot. Yeah, we don't remember her on Saturday. Right, let's forget that. Another thing we got to talk about, 79. I remember I graduated high school in 81. So I remember 81, 82, the band Off Broadway. And I think it had to be Tony Hunt and Lizzie Valentine and Chuck Fieldman to turn me on to power pop music. I was always into British Invasion. That my uncle turned me on to that. But when I started hanging and playing with Tony Hunt and Lizzie, and they turned me on to the best music ever. And I still listen to this stuff to this day. Raspberries, Cheap Trick, 2020, Paul Collins Beat, Bram Tchaikovsky, Shoes. But 79, there was a band called Off Broadway. Mike Gorman, John Pasden, Rob Harding, John Ivan, Kenny Hark, and of course the late, great Cliff Johnson. Also, he was in Pez Band with Mimi Patanis. Now, we had Mimi on the show. We had Mike Gorman on the show prior. And Cliff had that voice, man. Stay in Time, Full Moon, Bully Bully, Automatic from the second record. Great showman. Great singer-songwriter. It's just horrible that he passed away. Now, Cliff has been sick for a while, folks. Cliff has been dealing with his demons for many, many years. And so my prayers go out to the Johnson family and Pez Band and Off Broadway. Cliff was also in a band called The Rain for a while. Of course, he was with Pez Band. He was with USSA, with Pete Comita, Tommy Gwenda, formerly of Tammy Show and Pez Band, and of course Pete with Cheap Trick and the Thumbs, which I never got to see live because they were before my time. But Cliff Johnson, rest in peace, man. Chicago is definitely missing you. Missing you, my friend. All right. So let's see what we got here, folks. All right. According to CBS, Social Security checks grow by about $175 a month. But it won't hit the cost of living. And it's only going up because of the cost of living inflation. So we got something to look forward to, an extra $175 check with Social Security. Staying Time was a great tune. Every day when you're turning away, you do, boy, yeah, Ron, absolutely. Rest in peace, Cliff. Social Security. And I was trying to tell you this. I've been mentioning this for I don't know how long. A 15-year-old boy or girl can work at McDonald's, make $15 an hour. That's about $2,400 a month. Why can't minimum payment for Social Security be $2,400 a month? If a 15-year-old can make it, why can't you just put that? Because some people make different. The money's not all the same if we know what Social Security is like. Shit, I'm going to be 60 in December. So I got another, 8 years before 7.5 years. Who knows what Social Security will be by then? But the point is, it's horrible that some people can't live on Social Security. Thank you, Carol. We need to make that. Let's make a minimum for Social Security. So we'll see. Think of the haters in your life, folks. Think of them as sandpaper. They'll scratch you up time and time, but in the end, you're going to be polished, spotless, and then they'll be useless and unknown. Love that quote. The year 1913 is the year that they invented the federal government and the income tax. Income tax and federal tax. Income tax made everyone the property of the government. What the government allows people to keep is again stolen when inflation goes up. So either way, they get their money back. The year 1913 started it all, ladies and gentlemen. The year started it all. All right, we've got Ocean's Pit, folks. We got birthdays, tons of them, because I'm on the show on Saturday, so a lot of birthdays that happen through Saturday and Sunday, so we give them all to you on Monday. We're probably going to leave some out use them for tomorrow. So let's go down the list of birthdays. Barry Sanders of the NFL Dallas Cowboys turns 54 years old. Oh, that's right. Johnny Thunders, one of the great L.A., of course, the New York glam bands, the New York Dolls with Sylvan, David Johansen. Johnny Thunders celebrated a birthday this past weekend. Joe Scumaci, another great Chicagoland entertainer, celebrated a birthday. The great Taylor Bison, and Taylor from the Ron Onesti organization. Taylor, happy birthday, Taylor. Ambra, our friend Ambra, who comes and sees the show. Ambra, I hope you're doing well. Happy birthday. Mike Skill from the power pop band The Romantics celebrates a birthday this past weekend. Taylor Jack Kenny, of course, from the show Chicago Fire, celebrates a birthday. Happy anniversary to Fred and Kathleen Tacoma. Fred and Kathleen, great seeing you guys on Friday at Chicago Prime. Happy anniversary. Bobby Lashley from WWF Wrestling. Bobby Lashley. The great James Cagney. I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy. Yeah, James Cagney celebrated a birthday, folks. Kathy Cundiff. Kathy, a good friend and listener of Ocean's Pit. Happy birthday, my dear friend. Let's see. How about our friend Pamela Ray? Pamela, my wife's good friend Pamela, celebrates a birthday. God bless. John Lord of the band Deep Purple celebrates a birthday. Geezer Butler of the band Black Sabbath celebrates a birthday. And Jackie and Kathy, of course, your father up in heaven. Happy birthday to him, of course. Jeff, Kathleen, Jeff, of course. Chloe, 16 years, you and your lovely wife and little Chloe. Jeff out there, pal. Happy birthday. My friend Michelle, which I already mentioned on Friday, but I'll mention again. Happy birthday, Michelle. Thank you. Great seeing you and your friend Roxanne. You don't have to turn on the red light on Friday. Roxanne. Anyway, Michelle, happy birthday, my friend Michelle. Kathy Reaney, the wife of Greg Reaney. Happy birthday, Kathy. And our good buddy, George Walsh. George Walsh, my good pal from the old Jilly's days. Celebrates a birthday, George, wherever you are. How are you doing, my good friend? Let's see what else we got here, folks, today. 50-year anniversary to the greatest movie ever made, The Godfather. Celebrates 50 years. How about birthday for Phoebe Cates? Remember we were growing up and seeing Phoebe Cates? She was a little hottie. We all thought she was hot. I don't know whatever happened to her, but happy birthday, Phoebe Cates. Let's see. Another creep film movie producer with his power to rape women and sexually assault women is arrested. Eric Weinberg didn't do too much. He was mostly his most famous things. He's been directing TV shows and movies from the year 2012 to 2019. The biggest thing on his list is a show called Scrubs. He's again being arrested for rape and molesting and not child, but molesting women and sexual and raping women. Another power piece of shit garbage who thinks they can do whatever the fuck they want because they've got power. Him, Epstein, Weinstein, the other guy, the movie director, Bill Cosby. I mean, the list goes on of these jerk-offs, scumbags that have all this power in the world and they think they can do what they want. So hell with this guy. Albert, if you're listening, and any other Beatle fans out there, July 18th, 1955, Julia was killed by a drunk driver. Of course, that's John Lennon's mother, Julia. And he also wrote the song, Mother, You Had Me. Anyway, that's died at the age of 44, hit by a drunk driver. And, of course, one of the reasons why John is messed up sometimes, people say he was because of his mother getting killed. Drunken driver hit and at the age of 44 years old. Oh, there you are, Michelle. How you doing, honey? Hope you had a great birthday weekend. Ocean's Pit, a lot of stuff to cover, a lot of stuff to cover. Let's talk about New York Times. It's coming, folks. Here they come, coming into the air. It's called the monkeypox. Are you ready for it? Hey, monkeypox. All right, folks, monkeypox is coming out. Run, get your shots. Sheep, bear, go run. Right before the midterm elections. Monkeypox hitting the state of California. Watch out. Okay. Thank you, Pina, for laughing. I thought that was pretty funny myself. And you know, these people now with guns and shooting and this and that. Here's a guy from West Virginia. Oh, this is a different one. I'm sorry. This is a completely different story. West Virginia cops. Let's forget about that one. That one's not that good. Sorry. Here's something here, folks. Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's Sporting Goods are in trouble with a civil rights lawsuit that were furnishing employees with abortions, but not child care. So Dick's Sporting Goods, I guess we're paying for some of the employees' abortions, if I'm hearing this right. Oh, how you doing, Ricky? Thanks, buddy. Do you believe this? Dick's Sporting Goods? If I'm hearing this right, or if I wrote this down right, Dick's Sporting Goods, ladies and gentlemen, complaints of fusing employees' abortions, but not for child care. I'll let you guys get into that yourself. Figure that out. How about this mysterious virus now, ladies and gentlemen, that has infants have seizures, according to the CDC, which can't trust anything those people say. But anyway, you got to be careful now. Some new virus Supposedly it targets the infants, and they have seizures. I don't know. You don't know anything that comes out of the press anymore. Especially, I don't trust anything the CDC says, especially after the fiasco in 2021. Ronnie B, what's going on, my brother? I hope you're doing well. All right, let's see. A pharmacist in Michigan, they were being robbed. Now, here's the question. They were being robbed, and a guy came in, wanted money, wanted the pills, wanted medication. So I don't know how this happened, but they put some sort of fake pill in a fake pill bottle, but the pill bottle was actually a tracking device. Now, what's weird to me in this story, ladies and gentlemen, is that how did they make these things up just in case they get held up? Where do they come up with, how do you come up with that plan while you got a gun to your head saying, all right, I'm going to steal everything in the pharmacy? How do you come up with this thing, a bottle that looks like a pill box, but it's actually a tracker so they can find where this person is and arrest them? So, should be interesting. I don't know. Interesting stuff. We haven't got much time left, folks. Judge rules against Subway can be sued for using the phrase 100% tuna. We know that Subway does not have tuna on their tuna sandwiches. It's changed. What was it, like sawdust and something else mixed in? They got in trouble a few years ago with a lawsuit. Come practice on retail. We had them AT&T phone boxes. Oh, okay. It's a common practice on retail. We had them. All right. Thank you, Mara. Well, I know Mara did a lot of stuff for security because me and Mara used to work together at Electech in Willowbrook. So she would know. So thank you, Mara. This is what it is. So these pill boxes are made to look like pill boxes just in case. So there you go. Thank you, Mara, for clarifying that. Anyway, Subway, tuna sandwiches, it's not tuna. So they got sued for that. Maybe pharmacies have been robbed multiple times, so we're prepared, just in case. Yeah, Becky Lee, I didn't know the situation, but now we do know. My friend Mara, who works in security for many, many, many years, and they said it's a common practice in retail. They have even the phone boxes make it look like they're phone boxes, but they're actually tracking devices. So this was made to look like a pill box. So it happens probably in retail, but I did not know that. But thank you, Mara, for clearing it up. And now we know. Mo went to Cheap Trick Saturday night. Rod still has it at 77. I heard Rod Stewart and Cheap Trick were fantastic. That's what I heard, folks. That's what I hear. I want to thank you all for tuning into that. I will leave you with, hey, Dave Antonelli, how you doing, buddy? Great seeing you Saturday, man. Thanks for all your help Saturday. We had a great time. Here's one for you I'm going to leave you with, folks. Talking about people with money and talk about people that are hard up. Now, when you're a multimillionaire and you are a major star for the Brooklyn Nets, according to the NBA Basketball Association, folks, you figure that you're powerful. You don't even have to be that good looking to pick up chicks. James Harden, I like him as a player for the Brooklyn Nets. I like him as a player for basketball. But do you know, folks, this is true. This is true. And one night, he spent $1 million on a single night at a strip joint. $1 million. To him, it's peanuts. For $1 million, probably had to be food, booze, everything. I mean, $1 million for one single night at a strip joint? Idiotic. Wow, Yvette. Have a great afternoon. Is this crazy? Rick, hey, Rick, how are you doing, my friend? It was great to see Rick twice. Of course, when he was involved with the Team Rubicon for Rock and Relief with the Cave Dwellers, great seeing you, Joe Dex, Bruce Gordon. And then Rick was kind enough to come back on Sunday and see us at the Speakeasy in St. Charles. Thank you, Rick. Harden is an idiot, but $1 million? What are you getting for $1 million? I hope you're getting more than her rubbing her hand on your pants or rubbing up against you for $1 million. Shit. You better be getting everything for $1 million and for more than just one woman. $1 million, folks. In one night at a gentleman's club. $1 million. Idiotic, but true. It's time, folks, and we want to thank you all for coming out to listening to the show today, folks. Don't forget, Wednesday, the 20th, we'll be at the Schiller Park Concert in the Park. Tony Toto, Danny Ramonde, and Jerry Jams. Thursday on the 21st, will be at JC Pub in McCook. Friday, we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse. And then Saturday, we'll be at Club Arcada Speakeasy in St. Charles with the Main Event Band, Tony Toto, Danny Ramonde, Mikey Restivo from Mojo's Jukebox, and Mistaken Identity. You guys are great, man. Again, pick up the new Frenoy magazine, which was kind of humble enough to get on the front cover. Thank you again, everybody from Frenoy, Bernie, Ron Onesti, Bernie DeMeo, Paul, the editor, and David, the writer. Thank you all so much, everybody. We do appreciate very much. Last but not least, let's not forget my good buddy Dave Antonelli, Patriot Funding Incorporated, when timing is everything, folks. Commercial money lending at its finest. Hard money, even for cannabis. He can get you whatever you need, folks. Dave Antonelli out of Roselle, Illinois. You call him at 630-675-4730. I want you all to have an incredible day, folks. And remember, thank you for support local establishments, live entertainment, buy local, shop local. And please, if you got friends and family out there, tell them you love them every day because life is too short. Again, a special shout out to our cousin Rhonda. Good luck tomorrow on your new job with airtight windows with buddy Lou. And another great shout out to my daughter Marissa and her boyfriend Nico for putting the new lights in the backyard. So now we can have parties at night and swim at night. And the dogs can go out there and not worried about we can see what's going on out there. Nico and Marissa, great job. Love you guys all. Thank you so much, folks. And the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love, peace and love. I love you all. Have a great day. See you tomorrow, same time, same channel.